Elections all across the country today going to have major impacts.
Yeah, here in North Carolina, voters are deciding on their future local leaders in municipal elections. The top races include mayoral and city council races in Durham and Fayetteville. CBS 17's Judith Ratana is live in Durham, where voters started casting their ballots dark and early. Judith.
Yeah, Liz and Bill, people were in the door at this polling place in Durham at 6:30 a.m. right when those polls opened. And, you know, throughout the day, we haven't seen any really long lines, really just a slow and steady stream of people coming through this polling place here. We were speaking with some of those voters, and they tell us, regardless of whether this is a presidential or non-presidential election, they say it's important to have their voice heard. Thousands of North Carolina voters head to the polls to cast their ballot. In Durham, voters are deciding on their next mayor and city council.
I think things start out small. In our communities, you have to pay attention.
Brian Hunt is one of Durham's 240,000 registered voters and says he votes in every election.
They're just as important as the national elections.
Kendra Presley also taking time out of her day to vote. In some ways, she says local elections have a more direct impact on her daily life.
I've lived in Durham for my whole life almost, and I've seen a lot of change, and I think it's important to be able to have a say.
Growth at the forefront of the issues for both voters.
There's so much going on with growth in the area. We've got to be smart about how to plan for all the growth that's going on.
People like me who are kind of in the middle generation, that we have housing, that the infrastructure keeps up with the growth that Durham has experienced, and that's something that I haven't seen a lot of.
Data from the North Carolina State Board of Elections shows a less than 20% turnout rate for municipal elections for the last 10 years. This year, not expected to be much different, but for voters Tuesday, every election and ballot cast matters.
It doesn't matter how big or how small, it's important for us to get out and be heard.
Now, the polls close at 7:30 p.m. tonight. As long as you're in that line by 7:30, you can cast your ballot. Live in Durham, Judith Ratana, CBS 17 News.
All right, we'll be following along all day. Judith, thanks so much.